For anyone playing penalty bingo, it's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Pass to 60. Pass.
Nice play, straight ahead. Lamar starts a long game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 45-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Ready?
He'll look to throw. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pat! 18 Cardinal.
Hand off to the back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Pass play now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
From where they started that drive, Kate, 3 points, kind of feels like the minimum they expected. But I know this, a little scoring can lead to a lot more.
Now Brown on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Into the hands of Pat Fryer. finally catch up to him. Just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Jump off, caught by his back. Works the sideline inside the 35. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They're going play action. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Brought in, Ty Felton. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we go. Step.
From the red zone on first. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, Well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Let's go. Take off.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Makes the catch.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals hold a slim 2-point lead early. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. That'll be the end of 1 in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Now Brown on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll go play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cleveland.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, then netted some positive yards.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. That is Smile London. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, he had to put some air under that one to try to drop it in, but that worked to the defense's favors. They get there and pick it off.
It is such a fine line in this league when you put air and touch on the ball. It is why these QBs around the league do the drill, whether it's on Fridays, the day before a game, Saturday, walk through. They always drop the ball in the bucket, right? They bring the garbage cans out and they want to drop the ball in the bucket to just gain that touch. But it also gives those defenders with that air a chance to make a play on the ball as they just did.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He throws him, brought in, inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dropping back to throw. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Get it. 60 Eagles.
Go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Now Brown on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He puts some juice. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, what better way to follow up 1 interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just 1 play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Deputy 18 Cardinal. Bronco 80.
They'll throw to start the drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. It's cut right side by Watson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Here's a throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bengals have a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Let's go. Huh. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. To the left, he's got a roll. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end the beneficiary.
They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Panther 60.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. Brown now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
Bengals 24, Browns 7.
Now Brown on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Sticking to the air here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
One final shot before the half. Taking a shot deep here. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. To send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He completes it in traffic. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That's completed right side. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing from the gun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
Boston Cyber to kick off fourth and one.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Has him running the comeback. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's going to throw it. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
There's not a defense out there at any level that ever wants to go back-to-back weeks without an interception. Couldn't hang on to that impact play, and it really is that. Impact plays, they didn't have them last week and they lost. That was one that slipped right through their fingertips.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Now looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Stephanie, go!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Drop 60. 60 by.
They're going to try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The play fake, he'll throw. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offense offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains. They want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down. Third and long for him here. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Feels this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, start. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throw here, third down. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the Marcus reset.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, he lost the football. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Give now to the running back. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll throw from his end zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And what a hit there. Allen she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Got it. Ready?
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Trying the right side. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Come on.
Back-to-back carries here. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Cougar 19, 2. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he lost the football. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He caught and cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. The 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. He's long gone. Not with a full field ahead of one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready. Deputy Lions.
There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Working quickly here.
60 Bison.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, for flying around and making the play.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bengals have a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Setting up to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And now they face second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. New set of downs for him from the 31.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn good play into a great play.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 1 on first and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals losing by 4. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. The 30. Hits the 20. The 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the air following that pick 6. Maybe a bit of desperation. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another carry for him. Nice cut back to the right, and he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45. First and 10 now from the 46.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now run here from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They give it to him again. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That's good.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week.